All right, boys. So it's end of the Friday, it's end of the week, and I took a trade today, and I'm gonna show you guys, which was this trade that is going in our direction. And this is the trade that I took on Wednesday, which was CPI, and I took a trade before that as well. It was on Tuesday or Monday. Let me check. Yes, so it was on Monday that I took. It wasn't an important trade, but I just want to show you guys these two trades that I took within this week that put me in a loss. And right now we're in drawdown, so we're looking to take ourselves out of drawdown. So we have to be very strategic with our risk management and everything, and approach it in a way to really take ourselves out of this. But I want to show you guys the common mistake that majority of people make, and myself I keep making, which I need to keep backtesting and working on. As you can see, we had CPI form this big doji candle. I shouldn't have not traded at all. The market was moving sideways. It really didn't have a clear direction. As you could see, it did fly off, but of course it was the next day with the news. I think it was PPI that pushed it. No, it wasn't PPI, but it was the news that we had on Wednesday. So let's check. No, so this was Wednesday. All right, so we had unemployment claims and basically retail sales and core retail sales, which pushed the price for GBP/GPY the next day, and it took all the TPs out. So before that it was just moving sideways, so we wouldn't have not even made good money. It's not even about the money. We would have not even made a good trade. So that day should have not been a trading day, which was one of my rules, to not trade CPI. So it's important to keep your rules and stick to your rules and be stubborn with your rules, like with your not breaking your rules, and it will guarantee you profitability in the long term, because my strategy is working. Everything that I'm doing is working, but these small trials and errors that I do, which is what's gonna get me there. So as you could see, we had liquidity over here that I failed to define, so I just traded off this liquidity that we had over here, as you could see, that got swept. And I failed to understand that we had a fair value gap here and a liquidity that needed to be taken. So 1, 2, which did get taken, as you can see, and then we had price now go into our direction, which is our TP on the hard time frame. As you could see, is this high over here that needs to be taken, which I also did the top down analysis, which was a weekly analysis, which you could check out. And price is going towards that direction over there. So I'm happy at least that my bias was correct. My entry wasn't correct. My defining my sell side liquidity, my liquidity sweep wasn't correct, which I need to work on. But it is the name of the game. Trading is a hard game, and as I'm documenting, these are lessons that are valuable, that you guys could take from and learn if you are trading somewhat similar to my strategy or something somewhat similar to my style. It can be beneficial to you, and not only if my strategy is there, you can learn from the psychology and everything else that I have to offer, which is important. But you see why it's important to have determine your overall confluence and your overall liquidity on the right spots, so you can get a quality trade. And if I just realize that I have these two liquidity that need to be taken, and this whole fair value gap that needs to be filled, which was on the 15-minute higher time than the 5-minute, and then our entry could have been off of the hold up, our entry could have been later on off of this market structure shift, break of structure, whatever, and this tap into this fair value gap, which we're gonna retrace into and then fly off. We could have had a beautiful trade. And I mean, it is the name of the game. Trading is hard. There's trials and errors that we must make in order to grow as a trader, as a person. As you can see, we're gonna get this entry. It's gonna retrace back into it, I'm pretty sure, and then we're gonna have a beautiful trade. But anyways, I hope you took some value out of this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.